Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. I am Cody Fisher, aka Lyrical Lord. This episode of the vlog is going to be a travel vlog. And when I say travel vlog, I don't mean that I'm going anywhere. I mean that I am going to be explaining travel tips, what to do, what not to do, how to travel, how to have a fun vacation. We love travel and stuff, but not specifically right at this moment because of coronavirus, COVID-19. It's not really too smart to be traveling right now. I mean, I read a story that it said that, you are least likely to get it on an airplane. So, which doesn't really make sense because you're so enclosed. So I don't really understand that. I guess as long as you wear your mask, you're all good. But if the coronavirus never even happened, I would have already probably traveled like 3 different times this year. So maybe 2021 won't have as much COVID. I mean, it's hard to really tell. There's been all kinds of info about the vaccines, which I personally would not take the vaccine at first until I saw what it actually did to the person, because there has to be mad side effects. And that's with everything. That's with buying a PlayStation 5. You don't want to buy it as soon as it comes out because there's all kinds of bugs and glitches and stuff that still hasn't been worked out yet, which everybody is always in such a hurry to get it at the very beginning. Nah, bro, give it 3 to 4 months and then go buy it, and you won't have any issues, more than likely. So before we get into this travel vlog, let me just start off by saying go subscribe and hit that notification bell, because the minute you do, you will stay notified every time I release content. And also go and shop for my merch. I just released a new Vlogmas shirt. However, I was not able to put it on the website in time in order to get it before Christmas time. But the shirt will be available until mid-January. So if you want to go ahead and buy one and save it till next year, that's perfectly cool. I mean, I'm going to release it again next year in 2021, but I'm sure there will be more options also. So go ahead, get this limited edition Vlogmas t-shirt, hoodie, or sweatshirt. And next year there will definitely be that one as an option, plus new designs. So go in the link in the description below, click my merch link, and go shop today, because you want to. You want some Lyrical Lord merch. Come on. You want to dress like me. Please. And this is kind of off topic from this video, but shout out to everybody who won the Giving Tuesday Chamberlain Coffee giveaway. You all are awesome. I watched all y'all's videos. You all did an amazing job. I unfortunately did not get chosen, but that is okay, because the effort is what matters. And hey, there might be another one in the future for me to try. So I'm not sad or anything at all. So now let's go discuss some travel tips and how to travel at your best and easiest. Let's go. So the first thing that you want to do before going on a trip or a vacation is to plan ahead. Let me say that again. Plan ahead. You need to make a list of everything that you need, everything that you're going to do, everywhere that you're going to go, how long you're staying for, what hotel or Airbnb, whatever that you're staying at, how long you're going to be gone for. Emergency contacts need to be left with somebody. So if you want to learn some tips, go grab a notebook right now. I'll give you time. How's your day been going, by the way? Is it good? Everything chill? Cool? Alright, do you have your notebook? Alright, let's get started. First, you want to study the location or the place that you're going to. If you've never been there before and you don't know anything about where you're going or what you're getting yourself into, study up. Get on Google, go to Wikipedia, go to any kind of internet website that tells you about this location you're traveling to. It's always better to know how to move around whenever you go there versus having to be an average tourist and kind of just figure it out when you get there. That's not what we want here. We want to be prepared for the best and the worst. Whether you're staying in an Airbnb, a hotel, whatever the case may be, book a nice one. You know, spend a little bit of extra money on something that's going to make you feel good. Spend a little bit of extra money that gets you that extra bedroom or that kitchen and microwave that you want in a room. I mean, treat yourself. You know, you are going on vacation, whether it's for personal leisure or even if it's for business, you still want to be comfortable and you still want to be staying in a nice place. I've stayed in very nice places and I've stayed in very nasty ass places. You really have to look on the website of the hotel or Airbnb that you're going to and learn about it. You know, you need to read the reviews as much as possible that is on the website. You need to see what other people has experienced when traveling to this location. I've stayed in places that has like really nice balconies, looks like something that you would see like in Las Vegas or, you know. And then I've also stayed in places that whenever I've like walked barefoot, I could feel the moisture on the carpet where there's just been so much gunk and shit. I'm not going to mention no hotel names because I'm not going to like put nobody on blast, but I've stayed in some places that are just like, ugh. Which is why I take the time to save a little bit of extra cash just for that purpose alone. You want to feel good on vacation. You want to feel like, shut it. You want to feel like you're actually on vacation, you know. Only take what cash is needed. Now, when I say that, you always want to make sure to take more than enough just so you can have backup, but only take that amount. Luggage also, you don't need to go on vacation and bring your whole entire house because your arms will be like, God, why did I bring all this stuff when you're having to carry it back and forth? You don't want to do that. No. You only want to bring enough clothes, money. Most of the time when it comes to like deodorant, shampoo and stuff like that, I just wait until I get there. You do not only want to be comfortable when you go on vacation, but you want to be able to move around easy. You want to be able to only have just enough stuff. I only bring a backpack whenever I go on vacation. I literally bring just enough clothes and everything else that I need, like electronic wise, to fit in one single backpack. Therefore, I don't have to deal with any kind of heavy duty luggage. Photocopy your ID and or passport because it's always good to have backups of that just in case you lose it. My recommendation would be photocopying it twice, leaving a copy at your house, and then taking a copy with you. Therefore, for instance, if you're in a different country and you lose your passport or your ID, you'll have that photocopy so you can show the people and hopefully get through the border successfully. It's just always smart when you go on vacation to make sure to do little things like this. It really helps in the long run if something happens. So even though I told you to treat yourself when you're on vacation and get a nice fancy hotel and stuff like that, you also want to set a budget for yourself before you leave. You need to sit down and you need to like kind of figure out exactly how much you're going to go out to eat, what kind of food you're going to be eating, if you're just going to like fast food places or if you're going to actual like dine-in restaurants. You need to figure all of that out. You need to figure out a good budget for yourself so you don't take too much money and spend it all just because you have it, and so you can manage your money easier. I always try to set a budget for myself before I go, so therefore I'm not going to be like cashing out on things that I'm just like, yeah, I have this money, cool, let's buy it or spend it, let's go gambling, whatever. Take more than enough money that's needed, but don't take enough to go to the extremes of spending. You feel me? Always remember to pack all essential items. Besides cash, you need to bring the little things like your cell phone charger, your razor, toothbrush, deodorant, everything like that you can just buy when you get there, like I already said, unless you just want to bring your own personal. I mean, it's up to you, really. So do whatever you want. When you're booking the trip, always try, or at least I always try, to get the window seat on the airplane. Now, there is a disadvantage to this also. It's cool because you get to like look out the window the whole time and you get to see the clouds and like see exactly what you're surrounded by. But for instance, if you have to go to the bathroom, one or two, and there's this person sitting right beside you and you like have to wake them up or some scenario like that, I don't like to do that. So if I get an aisle seat, I'm not complaining because I always have to pee when I'm on the airplane. Every single time. Luckily, I've never had to do number dookie. So it's up to you. If you're a vlogger or photographer, I would suggest a window seat and just, have to risk like waking the other person up being like, please let me by so I can use the bathroom. The reason I always bring a book bag and no other kind of luggage is not only because I don't have to worry with baggage claim or anything like that in the airport, but I can slide my book bag right up and under my plane seat and not have to even fool with like the top compartment things, because I don't like those. I either cannot ever get my book bag inside of it, or I cannot get my book bag out of it whenever the plane's landed. And especially if you're like at the front or the middle of the plane, you have to like have all of these people behind you while you're trying to like get your luggage out of the compartment. It's just like, people are like staring at me being like, hurry up and move. Like at the end of the day, I don't really care. I'm just saying, like, you know, try to hustle. Just always remember to follow a list of items that you're going to either bring with you or the things that you're going to do. Have that itinerary already wrote down, because you're going to need it ahead of time. So now let's start discussing the actual going on the trip and heading to the airport. Or if you're driving a car, this video is kind of based on flying and going to the airport versus like a road trip. So now let's talk about when you first arrive at the airport. Either before you leave your house or while you are being driven, don't text and drive. Go on your airline's website and check in. I think you're allowed to check in like maybe 6 hours prior, but it's always good to check in before you get there, so that way instead of having to get there and stand in long crazy ass lines, which is most of the time anyway, you will be able to already be checked in and go pretty much straight to security. When you go through security, you know, everybody is common sense. Don't have, you know, nothing dumb in your pockets, anything illegal, obviously. Always, you know, if you have jewelry on, you're probably most likely going to have to take that off, except for earrings. I think I got to keep my earrings in last time. If you have a laptop, any kind of like electronic device like that, you have to remove it from your backpack or luggage and put it in its own separate bin. Airport rules. No. Ow, bitch! I thought I had an intruder. I had to dip. Security can be very troubling. Let me tell you a story, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I really don't care because I'm comfortable in front of you all, and you know, whatever. It was when we went to LA in 2019. Whenever we were coming back to North Carolina, we woke up that morning and pretty much directly went to the airport. So normally when I wake up in the morning times, I have my coffee, and not only do I drink coffee because it's amazing, but I drink it for like, you know, laxative purposes, because who doesn't? And I hadn't had any coffee whenever I went through security, and I ate a lot of food the previous night, you get what I'm saying? And I went through security, and on the screen it showed like my stomach outline and then a big blob of like purple green color in the middle on their like thermal camera that they were using. And at this point my hands were sweating, like I was seeing shit inside me that I didn't know what was going on at first, until I like put two and two together that I hadn't been to the bathroom. So therefore he pulled me to the side. He for some reason had like a cloth and he dabbed all the sweat off my hands, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't have anything, you know, such and such like that. And he was like, yep, well, we're gonna find out. And I was like, okay. And I explained the situation to him and he completely understood. It was kind of like a funny little ha 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 moment at the end. But, you know, anything like that can happen. So I recommend you going to the bathroom before you go through security, because it's probably going to be a big trouble if you don't, or it was for me anyway. Maybe I'm just weird. I'm just different. #album. After you get through security, you pretty much just have to go to your terminal and wait on the airplane to be boarded. One thing that I always make sure people remember is to stay close to your terminal whenever your flight is almost ready to leave, because I've known people, and myself included, that has been on the complete opposite side of the airport right as the flight was taking off. So I literally had to just start running with my backpack on. It was not comfortable at all. Just always remember to be at your terminal at least 20 minutes prior, because you're going to need that amount of time to get boarded on the plane, because once you're boarded it takes another like 20 to 30 minutes sometimes before you even take off. It's not just like you go through security and directly get on the airplane. No, that's not how it works. As of October of this year, 2020, I'm pretty sure that you have to have your real ID in order to fly on an aircraft. A real ID is basically the same thing as like your driver's license or your identification card. You can also use a passport as a form of real ID. Just make sure to do that now, because you do not want to book your flight, have everything ready to go, and realize, oh no, I don't have a passport or a real ID, I just have my old driver's license. It's not going to work like that. you gotta get a real ID, all right? For everybody who is flying for the first time, don't stress it. I'm telling you, don't stress it at all. I remember the first time I flew on an airplane is whenever we went to Europe, and it wasn't bad at all. I mean, the most that I've ever felt in the air is a bit of turbulence, and I've flown many times, so I mean, it's not that bad. It's not what you think it is. Whenever you first take off, it might be a little sketchy feeling at first, but it's really not. It's just how it works, you know? And once you're in the air, everything is fine. Put on your headset, bring a book, bring a CD player. Listen to me say bring a CD player, and it's freaking 2020. 90s, baby. Speaking of 90s, baby, my birthday is on Christmas of this year, so I'm just saying, send your boy something. It's a lot of fun to fly. It's a lot of fun looking out the window and, you know, seeing all the clouds, everything. It's cool whenever you get like food and beverages on the airplane. If it's a short flight, they most of the time do not offer food or beverages. But if it's like, you know, like a 2 or more hour flight, they'll offer food and beverages. Pricey though. If you are flying international, let me say this right now, have a PIN, because you've got to fill out the declaration card, and every single time I've ever went to Toronto, I either have to wait until the flight attendant walks up with a PIN or borrow somebody else's PIN, and I hate to ask somebody else to borrow their PIN for some weird odd reason. So I just be sitting here like watching everybody else write down the information on their declaration card, and I'm just like, no PIN, Cody. Always bring a PIN if you're going on an international flight. By the way, do you all like my new lights back here? I had them on my front porch and I was like, it's already real close to Christmas. There's no use in me putting lights up now. So I decided to put them on my backdrop. Hope you like it, because they're going to stay all year round. So once the plane arrives, on average, it takes like 10 to 15 minutes to like get everything set up in order to let everybody off, attached to the little tube thing, you know. Before you step off that plane, remember to check the area really well, because you never know if your phone might be laying in the seat, your iPod, if people still have those. Check the back of the seat in front of you, check under your seat, just check. Just make sure that you have all of your stuff, because once you're off the plane, that stuff is history. So once you are at your location of travel, you do not want to look like a tourist, okay? You do not want to look like you are not from there, because people are going to judge you. They are going to try to scam you. Do not be like the Griswold family and hold up a big ass map where everybody's looking at you like, not from here, tourist. But then again, who cares what people thinks? I'm just saying it doesn't look very good, so do not go into sketchy neighborhoods. If you do, be driving a car, because the city life is a real deal. I myself have walked through sketchy neighborhoods quite a bit, and nothing has ever happened to me. Just don't go anywhere sketchy, okay? Nowhere sketchy. Whenever you arrive, you can always pretty much check into your hotel before the 3 p.m. like check-in time. A majority of the times they already have the room ready for you. I mean, sometimes you might have to wait, but most of the time you can go ahead and go to your hotel and they'll go ahead and let you in the room, and you can unload and have more time to spend doing whatever you're going to do, which is another reason you don't bring a whole lot of luggage. You just put that backpack on the bed and walk right back out the door, okay? Sheesh. I always try to take the subway as much as possible. The subway is cheap, it's easy, it's not actually too slow. They do go pretty fast underground. If you go the taxi route, I don't have anything bad to say about taxis, because it is people making a living, so I get it. But taxis are mad expensive. When I went to Toronto, a 25-minute ride from the airport in Mississauga to downtown Toronto was like almost $70. And no, like, why would you do that? Your cash is essential. Don't spend all of it on the very first day thinking that you can like get there and ball out and you'll be fine for the rest of the week. You'll be able to take it slow. No, do not do that. Only spend a little bit the very first day. That's my advice to you. Every single time that I go on a trip, I end up spending like a majority of my cash within the first 2 days. Manage your money. Make sure to have that budget. It's always cool, and I always love personally to go check out a local bar, you know, if you drink and stuff. So my traditional meal every time I go on vacation is going to a pub-like place, getting a beer, whatever's like local, and a plate of fish and chips. I love going on vacation, going to a pub, beer, fish and chips, the best. That's like my favorite part of the entire vacation. I love it. Always tip your servers. Always. And just go out on the town, you know, just enjoy yourself. You are on vacation. Even if it is a business trip, I mean, once the business part of the day is done, you can enjoy the nightlife. Every single city has some form of nightlife that is awesome. Don't be afraid to let loose. Don't be afraid to show your true colors and your true self. I mean, you know, you're in a place where nobody knows you, you know, just enjoy yourself. It's the best feeling in the world just to have that freedom and just enjoy yourself. Go to the extremes as talking to random people that you do not know. If you're at the bar and you see somebody that's like sitting like a seat away from you, you know, and they're just all alone drinking their beer and you're all alone drinking your beer, have a chat with them. Ask them where they're from. Ask them, you know, a little bit about them. It's kind of cool to meet new people like that. Talk to the randos, yo. Unless they're crazy, then you want to like run as fast as you can. Like myself as being an artist, if you like do music or do some sort of performing arts, make sure to make your trip like a music trip. Do promotion while you're there. Get out on the streets and like promote yourself. Try to find some like open mic type events that you can perform at. Talk to these people. Inform them who you are. Inform them that you are trying to do this certain hustle and you want their feedback. You want them to become a fan, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to remember who you are if you develop a good story to present to them. Take plenty of photos. Take plenty of videos. Vlog. Always. Just have fun. That is literally what you are there for. The trip goes by really fast. Every single time I ever go on vacation, I always just like look and it's the day that I have to leave, and it's really sad. It's really depressing because I love going on vacation. I love traveling so much. So it comes to the point to where you have to go back home, you know, whatever. One thing to always remember to grab all your stuff from the hotel room, just like the airplane. Don't forget any of your stuff, any of your luggage. I forgot things in the past, and you know, that's stuff that I can never get back, but oh well, it happens. It's life. And don't ever forget to leave a good review about the hotel. Unless it's a bad hotel, then you can leave a 1 to 2 star review. But a majority of the time, it's going to be a great hotel if you're smart about booking it. So leave a good 5-star review on the different websites you can use, Yelp, the other ones. Whatever website you ordered the tickets from, Expedia, Priceline. I always use Expedia myself. I love Expedia. Non-spons. And you know, going back home is the same thing as far as like being on an airplane. You know, you go through the same security, wait at your terminal for the plane to board, you know, all that stuff. And then you go back home and then you wait until you have to go again the next time. So it's always something to look forward to if you know that you're going to be able to travel again. Traveling is, you know, it's so much fun to take a few days off from your like regular normal life and just live. Once again, everybody, go hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Each time you do, you will be notified when new content is available from me, okay? I am Cody Fisher, aka Lyrical Lord. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the vlog. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace!